Yo, just had to mess with you guys real quick. Because I realized in my other videos that it kind of goes from black to like the picture, and I just had to do some stupid face. So anyways, yeah, let me just get into what I gotta get into. I'm sorry about that, guys. This is gonna be a real short video, but I just wanted to explain something I realized early. 2 days ago, I was hanging out with my two renegade brothers, Anthony and Anderson Nunez, and we had probably the most incredible night that I've had in such a long time. And what was sick was that I realized we were the only 21-year-olds who was probably doing that. You know, who was probably talking about the stuff that we were talking about. We were talking about building legacies. We were talking about building futures. You were talking about in the next few months we're going to be living in Colombia. How in the next few months we're going to be financially set free. And at the same time, everyone around us was going to be in the same way. And our families as well was going to benefit off of what we were going to do. We were going to develop ourselves to the point that we are going to develop ourselves to the point where it's just going to be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, and I feel like that we were having that conversation, and I felt like we were the only ones doing that. We were the only ones talking about that at that time where we were at. Everybody else is just going about life, doing what they had to do. And this brings me to my other point. I was actually watching a documentary on the Matrix where they were explaining the philosophies and, you know, what the Matrix is about and stuff, which is the Matrix is very interesting. I definitely recommend you go on YouTube to check out that documentary. But I'll put up the link and stuff so you can see it if you want, whatever. Yeah, and basically they were talking about the first movement, how, you know, before Anderson found out he was Neo. I'm talking about the Anderson in the film. You know, that guy would be like, Mr. Anderson. You know what I'm saying? That cool guy. But, yeah, Neo though. Neo, okay. We're talking about Neo. When Neo is first getting introduced to the reality outside of the Matrix, it's crazy. Because he starts realizing, holy shit, everything around me is bullshit. And I've been living a lie this whole time. And that brings me to this question that I ask you. What if everything around you is bullshit? Everything you've been told was a lie, and everything you've done up until this point was unnecessary. You didn't really have to do as much as you've done. You could have done other things you probably wanted to do, things that you know, that made you happy instead of making other people happy. And I'm only talking to people who feel that way. I'm not talking to anybody else who feels happy right now. If you're happy right now, congratulations. And yeah, continue on being a happy person. We need more happy people in the world, you know what I mean? But exactly, you know, when you ask yourself that question, you know, it gives you a moment to ponder real quick. You know, it gives you a moment to stop. And that's exactly what I did at one point. I actually disconnected myself from reality when I was walking, and I just started watching people walk. And I got a few glances, but I realized people just kept going through their way, just, you know, basically focusing on their own lives, you know, doing, you know, basically going through the daily routine and stuff like that. And I realized, wow, I'm here watching everybody and nobody really notices it. Like I tell you, I get a few glances, but, you know, everybody continues going on their way anyways. To them, I look crazy probably, right? But to me, y'all look crazy. That's the hot part. Like, I look crazy, y'all, because I'm standing watching, but y'all look crazy to me. Because y'all beasting to go to wherever you gotta go to, and you're not even enjoying the moment of life right there. You're not even enjoying the moment. You're just fucking walking, and just, that's it. You know, you're like no offense, you're like an unconscious zombie. And I really don't mean to offend you and stuff like that, but, you know, that's the best way I can relate to it. And if I find better terms, I will. I seriously apologize. I don't mean to offend nobody when I say that. But when I say unconscious zombies, it's kind of like you're just walking through life, just like, yeah, you know, just to get to the next destination. Not even, you know, taking note of what's going on around you. Not even just enjoying the journey. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, that was one of the main points that we were talking about when I was with I was with these guys and stuff like that. We was talking about, yo, man, the best part of everything, though. We could talk about this future stuff, but this moment right now, the journey to that moment is probably the best part about it, because we are enjoying it. We're not enduring it. We're not like, fuck, you know, I can't wait to get to the destination. We're like, damn, it is hot. The journey right now is crazy. This is amazing. This is what's like yo, let's go. You know what I mean? And yeah, so going back to the Matrix and stuff like that, there's a scene when Neo does that, when Neo's just, you know, really watching people and stuff like that, and he starts realizing that this reality is not real, or it's not real for him no more. You know what I'm saying? That he realizes, wow, there's other realities out there. I can actually go out there and create my own reality. At least that's my interpretation. And you know, Morpheus is, you know, leading him on with that. He's just letting him know. He starts pointing out things he didn't really notice before, because, you know, he was just caught up in the regular world doing the regular stuff and stuff like that. And this is exactly what I'm speaking about. You know, a lot of us are like that. You know, we just kind of just don't notice a lot of things, and it's actually scientifically proven that, you know, our minds block out unnecessary shit, and that's a good thing, because if we were able to fucking be able to, you know, really take in all the information we're getting on a daily basis, we'll be overwhelmed. But thankfully, we got the subconscious that, you know, handles the shit that we need to focus on. You know, that's good. But that's what I'm talking about, though. What we're focusing on, you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it to focus on? Is really just running to get to the next destination really the appropriate way to live life? And you have to ask yourself that question. I can't answer it for you. I know for me, it's not. I believe when I take a step back and I disconnect myself from, you know, whatever the hell we call this reality, I realize there's more to life than what it seems. You know what I mean? I no longer try to run the destinations now. I take my time and I stroll through, because I love the journey. The journey is always the best part. And I realize that now. And I know you guys remember this scene, and this is actually going to be the ending of the video. There was a scene where it's famous as hell. It's where Morpheus is talking to Neo, and he offers him the pills. And he tells him, yo, look, you got a blue pill and a red pill. The blue pill is basically, you know what? We stop messing with you. You go back to what reality is, wherever, you know, wherever the reality you was in before, and you believe whatever you want to believe, and that's just it. Or you could take the red pill. Come with us to Wonderland, and we'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. So right now, I'm actually offering that choice to you guys. Because let me tell you something, I've gone down the rabbit hole already. I am in what you consider Wonderland, and I'm not talking about I'm crazy, I'm living in a fantasy world. I'm living in what I created, my own reality that I created. And look, you could either keep watching this and just say to yourself, okay, whatever, you know, whatever this guy says, it's cool. Just exit the video and go on with your merry life. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? This video was just another video you watch on YouTube. Or you can listen to what I'm saying. And click this link that I have below. That leads to Wonderland. It is a rabbit hole. And see how far and where you can go. I know it didn't make too much sense there, but you know what I mean. So you got two choices. And you make a decision. And with that, guys, thank you for watching this video. I always appreciate it, man. I always appreciate when people take the time to watch it, and that's its hot. Definitely, man. So thank you a lot. And yo, guys, look, man. Make a decision for your life. Make a change. Take a stand. Do something you want to do. And don't let nobody else stop you. And don't let anybody else tell you anything different. And with that, guys, see you later. See you on the beaches of the world. See you in Wonderland. And take care.